Hello everyone, welcome to Sir's classes. This is Tushar Shaw, and in this video we will be continuing to solve the UPSC CS Main 2020 paper that we were solving since the last quite a lot of videos. In this video we will be starting from section B because section A was already completed in the last class. So we will be starting from section number B. The question here would be would be 5A. So before starting that, I would like to mention about the subjective nature of this paper. And obviously I have explained it to you a lot about this how the subjective paper works, and I guess you will be understanding it while watching the earlier videos. Okay, so let us, without wasting any time, let us dig into the questions and complete it. Okay, so the first question, that is question number 5A, says, what do you mean by the degeneracy of energy level, and find the number of degeneracy of hydrogenic orbitals having energy E is equal to RH by 36. Okay, where RH is the Rydberg's constant. Okay, Rydberg's constant. Okay. So firstly, the question asks that what is the meaning of degeneracy of energy level. Okay, now degeneracy means though the, let me just explain it to you. Firstly, degeneracy degeneracy means though the principal quantum numbers of the energy states are different, they would be having the same energy, they would be in the same energy level. That that state of having same energy levels, though having different principal quantum numbers, is known as degeneracy, and the levels are known as degenerate levels. Okay, in simple language we may write degeneracy implies to different principal quantum numbers, but same energy levels. This is like the improper or the layman way of explaining degeneracy, but this is the actual case. You may just look into any book and memorize the definition, and you would be requiring to write the definition over here. Okay, now the definition was not the bigger deal, because that was only majorly of 2 or 3 marks. The main deal is the sum that is given to us. Okay, so the sum, that the equation that is given is E is equal to RH by 36, and we know that for a three-dimensional system, we have RH is equal to E is equal to RH by 1 by nx square plus 1 by ny square plus 1 by nz square. This is the actual scene. Now you have to assume values for nx, ny and nz, so that you might be getting 36 on every possible combination. So the first combination that we might be wondering is 600. Okay, so the value of this is a combination. Firstly, the value of nx would be equal to 6, then that would be one combination, then 060 and then 006. Okay, 006. These are the values for let me just draw it like a table, it will be easy for you to understand. So value of nx, ny and z, uh, 600, 060, 006. All of these squares, like if we do the n1 square plus n2 square plus n3 square, I'm sorry, I just wrote this formula wrong, plus ny square plus nz square divided by 1. Okay, now if we just square the values, we will be getting here 36, 36, 36. So three degenerate levels are already formed. Now another values that are that the set of values that are suitable are 4, 4, 2. 4 square is 16, 16 plus 16 32, and 2 square is 4, that is equal to 36. So 4, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4 is 36, and 2, 4, 4, this is equal to 36. So 6 degenerate states are formed. Okay, the 6 degenerate states are formed. Energy levels. Okay, so the degeneracy for this case will be equal to 6. Degeneracy is equal to 6. Okay, so this is how we solve the this question. Moving on to the next question that we have, that is question number 4b 5b. Okay, so we have to calculate the value for van der Waals constants for ethylene. We have to calculate the value of A and B for ethylene. Basically the molecule is not required over here, be it any molecule, we just need the value. Okay, so the value for critical temperature Tc is given to be 282 Kelvin, and the value for critical pressure Pc is given to be 50 atmosphere. Okay, so let us look at the formulas. So we, from the formula we know that Pc is equal to A by 27 B square, and Tc is equal to 8 A by 27 RB. Okay, so let us just put the values. We'll be getting the value quite easily. 2 degree like two equations will be formed, and then we'll be having to substitute. Okay, so Pc 50 atmosphere, 50 into 27 is equal to A by B square. Okay, so 15 to 27, or we may write this as A by B into 1 by B. Okay, and from this part we know that Tc is equal to 282 Kelvin. So 282 into 27 into R divided by 8 is equal to A by B. So the value of A by B is equal to 27 would be multiplied here, 282 into 27 into R divided by 8. So this value of A by B, let us put it over here. So 50 into 27 is equal to 282 into 27 into R divided by 8. So 27 cancels out, this is equal to 1 by B, or B is equal to we may say B, if yeah, where into 1 by B, yeah, I was finding the mistake, so this will be into 1 by B. Okay, so B would be equal to 282 into R divided by 8 into 50. If we just calculate the value, putting the value of R in liter atmospheres, because each of the calculation being done is in atmosphere and in Kelvin. Okay, so we have to put the value in liter atmosphere. So 282 into R is 0.0821. Okay, into this divided by 8 divided by 50. This comes to be, the value of B comes to be 0.05788 when R is equal to 0.0821 liter atmosphere Kelvin inverse mole inverse. Okay, putting the value of B in any one of the equations, you will be getting the value of A. Okay, so again, taking the Pc equation, Pc is equal to A by 27 B square. Okay, A by 27 B square, or A would be equal to Pc into 27 into B square. Okay, so let us put the values. So Pc is equal to 50 into 27 into 0.05788 square. Okay, so we'll be just calculating it, 0.05788 into 27 into 50. Okay, yeah, so this is okay. So the value that is coming to be 4.5227. Okay, so this is the value. Now the units I am not writing, because you may just calculate the units. Okay, okay, so yeah, so this is the case. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 5C. This is a kind of an easy question, so let us complete it, and then we'll be wrapping it up. Okay, so a parallel reaction is given. Let me write down the parallel reaction. This is B and this is C, K1, K2. So we have to calculate the half life. So T half, they have asked to show that T half of this parallel reaction is equal to ln2 divided by K1 plus K2. Okay, so let us firstly calculate the derive the value. Okay, So let us so for A equal to B, okay, for this reaction, that is A turns to, converts to B with the rate K1, T half is equal to T1. Let us write that as T1 is equal to ln2 divided by K1, as we all know, first order reaction, or K1 is equal to ln2 divided by T1. For the next reaction, T half be equal to T2 be equal to ln2 by K2, or we may write K2 is equal to ln2 divided by T2. Okay. Now K effective, that is the effective rate, is equal to K1 plus K2. Okay, this is commutative obviously. So K effective would be equal to ln2 divided by T1 plus ln2 divided by T2, which is equal to ln2 divided into 1 by T1 plus 1 by T2. Okay. Now we know that K effective is equal to, from the first law equation, we know that K effective is equal to ln2 divided by T effective. Okay. So putting the values over here, or so correlating this equation, this is equation 2 and this is equation 1. Correlating these equations, we get both the values are K effective, so we get ln2 divided by T effective is equal to ln2 into 1 by T1 plus 1 by T2. Okay, this ln2 and n2 is cancelled out, or T effective is equal to T1 into T2 divided by T1 plus T2. Okay. Now T1 into T2 is equal to ln2 as derived earlier. Okay, divided by T1 plus T2. So this is the correct relation that we were asked to solve. Okay, so proved. So this was all about this video. I guess we'll be continuing it, continuing the next video from from the question number 5D. Obviously, this was 5C. Okay, so let us end this video here. Thank you guys for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay.